Chapter 53 Part 4 of The Black Ship continues to demonstrate the series' signature blend of high-seas adventure and intricate character development. This part delves deeply into the psychological landscape of the main characters, revealing motivations and internal conflicts that have been building over the previous chapters. The tension is palpable, with the narrative balancing both action sequences and quieter, introspective moments, giving the reader a thorough understanding of each character's struggles. The pacing is expertly handled. Moments of suspense are punctuated by brief respites, allowing the tension to breathe without losing momentum. The dialogue is sharp and purposeful, reflecting both camaraderie and underlying tension among the crew, and it subtly foreshadows future conflicts. The author's descriptive style shines in the maritime settings, capturing the peril and majesty of the sea in vivid detail, making it easy for readers to visualize the scenes. There is a notable emphasis on themes of loyalty, sacrifice, and the moral ambiguity of leadership, which gives the story emotional depth beyond mere adventure. Additionally, the narrative structure maintains a careful balance between multiple storylines, keeping readers engaged while gradually revealing hidden alliances and betrayals. Overall, this chapter reinforces the series' strengths: compelling characters, intricate plotting, and a rich, immersive world, making it a standout part that both advances the story and deepens the reader's connection to the crew of the Black Ship. Chapter 53 Part 4 of The Black Ship continues to elevate the narrative through its remarkable combination of tension, character complexity, and atmospheric storytelling, reinforcing the series' reputation for delivering high-stakes maritime adventure while simultaneously delving into the intricate inner lives of its protagonists, and this installment is particularly effective at immersing readers in the duality of external conflict and internal struggle. The chapter opens with immediate action, plunging the reader into a scene filled with both physical danger and psychological intensity, as the crew faces threats from the unpredictable sea, rival factions, and unforeseen betrayals, establishing a palpable sense of urgency that drives the narrative forward. What makes this part especially compelling is the author's ability to balance frenetic action with reflective passages, allowing readers to fully comprehend the stakes and the characters' thought processes, creating a rhythm that alternates between suspenseful sequences and moments of contemplative depth, which enhances the emotional resonance of the story. Each member of the crew is afforded meaningful development, with their individual fears, ambitions, and moral dilemmas brought into sharp focus. These character studies reveal not only the protagonists' immediate reactions to crisis but also their long-term evolution, showing how stress, leadership challenges, and personal loyalties influence their decisions and interpersonal relationships. Dialogue is a standout feature in this chapter, crafted with precision to convey tension, camaraderie, rivalry, and deception, all while maintaining narrative momentum and subtly foreshadowing future plot developments, demonstrating the author's skill in weaving multiple layers of meaning into seemingly casual exchanges. The chapter's maritime setting is vividly realized, with descriptions that convey both the majesty and the menace of the ocean. The rolling waves, sudden storms, and the ever-present threat of shipwreck or ambush are depicted with sensory richness, allowing readers to feel the salt spray, hear the crashing of waves, and sense the uncertainty that defines life aboard the ship, while also symbolizing the unpredictability of the characters' moral and emotional journeys. Themes of loyalty, trust, sacrifice, and ethical ambiguity are woven throughout, with the narrative examining how power, responsibility, and survival imperatives test human character, forcing difficult choices that resonate beyond the immediate story, highlighting the moral complexity of leadership and the consequences of compromise. The pacing is carefully calibrated, sustaining tension while allowing strategic pauses for reflection and character introspection, ensuring that readers remain engaged without feeling overwhelmed by constant action. This balance also allows the exploration of subplots, including rivalries, alliances, and personal quests, which enrich the narrative and expand the world building without fragmenting the main story. Symbolism and thematic depth are further reinforced through recurring motifs, such as the ship itself representing both freedom and confinement, and the sea serving as a mirror for chaos, uncertainty, and the testing of human resolve, adding a layer of interpretive richness that rewards careful reading and analysis. The narrative structure demonstrates remarkable cohesion, seamlessly connecting multiple storylines and character arcs while revealing secrets, shifting alliances, and the consequences of prior decisions, all of which heighten suspense and anticipation for subsequent chapters. Additionally, the author's attention to historical and nautical detail lends authenticity to the story, providing readers with a tangible sense of the shipboard environment, operational challenges, and maritime culture, all while remaining accessible and engaging for a broad audience. This chapter also explores psychological depth, portraying fear, courage, guilt, and hope with nuance, allowing readers to connect deeply with the characters' struggles, and illustrating how extreme conditions bring both vulnerabilities and strengths to the surface. Beyond the immediate plot, Chapter 53 Part 4 engages with existential and philosophical questions, contemplating the nature of loyalty, the costs of ambition, and the tension between individual desire and collective responsibility, which elevates the work from a conventional adventure narrative to a more reflective and resonant literary experience. The combination of tightly controlled suspense, rich character development, thematic exploration, and meticulous world building ensures that this chapter functions as both a self-contained narrative and a vital link in the broader arc of the Black Ship, maintaining momentum while deepening the story's complexity. By the chapter's conclusion, readers are left with a profound sense of investment in the crew's journey, the intricate web of relationships, and the moral and physical challenges that define their world, while the narrative leaves enough open-ended tension to compel continued engagement with subsequent chapters. Overall, this installment exemplifies the series' strengths in blending compelling plot, immersive setting, and multi-dimensional characters, reinforcing the author's skill in sustaining narrative tension, delivering emotionally resonant moments, and crafting a maritime adventure that is both thrilling and intellectually engaging, ensuring that Chapter 53 Part 4 is not only a standout episode in its own right but also a pivotal component of the overarching narrative, offering readers both immediate satisfaction and anticipation for the unfolding story, with every scene, interaction, and revelation contributing to a rich and fully realized literary experience.